Have you ever wondered how something as simple as an amino acid could support better circulation and overall vitality? Today, we're exploring L-citrulline, a non-essential amino acid that your body naturally produces. What makes it interesting is how it helps create L-arginine, which then boosts nitric oxide levels in the body. Nitric oxide plays a key role as a natural vasodilator, helping blood vessels relax and improving blood flow, a process that directly supports healthy function and performance, especially in men. If you're interested in gentle, science-based ways to support your well-being, you're in the right place. This video is part of our ongoing effort to bring you thoughtful, easy-to-understand senior health tips. Stay with us until the end. You might be surprised to learn just how accessible this support can be. As we continue exploring the potential of L-citrulline, it's important to look at what the research is telling us. One particularly interesting study comes from Italy, where scientists set out to understand how this natural amino acid might help men facing mild erectile difficulties. In the study, a group of men was divided into two smaller groups. One group received a daily dose of L-citrulline, while the other was given a placebo, a harmless substance with no active ingredients. Both groups followed this regimen for 1 month. At the end of the study, the results were quite revealing. Only 8% of the men in the placebo group reported any improvement in their symptoms. But in the group that took L-citrulline, as many as 50% of the participants noticed a significant improvement in their ability to achieve and maintain an erection. That's a noteworthy difference, especially considering that L-citrulline is not a pharmaceutical drug, but rather a naturally occurring amino acid found in certain fruits and vegetables. Beyond the numbers, many of the men who took L-citrulline also reported a boost in their overall sexual satisfaction. They experienced an increase in how often they engaged in intimacy, and many said their confidence and connection in relationships had improved. For older adults who value a balanced, natural approach to wellness, these findings are both encouraging and practical. Take, for example, Richard, a 67-year-old retired teacher from Michigan. After hearing about L-citrulline on a wellness podcast, he decided to try it under his doctor's supervision. Within a few weeks, he noticed subtle but meaningful changes, not just in his physical responses, but also in how he felt about himself and his relationship. While this Italian study is still considered preliminary and involved a small group of participants, it reflects a growing interest in alternative ways to support men's health. Publications like the Journal of Sexual Medicine and Urology, Times in the U.S., have also begun to explore the role of amino acids like L-citrulline in supporting vascular function and performance. If you're curious about natural ways to promote circulation and confidence, these early findings can serve as a thoughtful starting point. And while more large-scale research is needed, stories like Richard's remind us that small, consistent steps can sometimes lead to meaningful changes in well-being. As we continue this conversation, it's important to look at both the potential and the limits of what research tells us. While the Italian study on L-citrulline showed promising signs, we should remember that it was conducted on a small group of men, all with mild erectile difficulties. There were no participants with moderate or severe cases, which means we don't yet know how effective L-citrulline would be in more complex situations, compared to widely used medications like tadalafil Cialis and sildenafil Viagra. The effects of L-citrulline appear more modest. These medications are FDA approved, backed by large-scale clinical trials, and have a long history of use in the treatment of erectile dysfunction. They typically act faster and more reliably, especially for those who need stronger support. But for some men, medication may come with side effects or may not align with their wellness goals. That's where L-citrulline can play a different role, not as a replacement, but perhaps as a gentle addition to a broader routine. For instance, the Journal of Urology noted in a 2020 review that amino acid supplements, while not first-line treatments, may offer supportive benefits for vascular health, especially when paired with lifestyle changes. Take George, a 72-year-old from North Carolina. After experiencing occasional discomfort from PDE5 medications, he looked into natural alternatives. With guidance from his doctor, he started incorporating L-citrulline from food sources like watermelon and legumes, along with light daily exercise. Over time, he noticed improvements not just in circulation, but in his energy and confidence as well. Still, it's important to be clear. This study does not provide strong scientific evidence or a high level of medical recommendation. It's a small step in a larger exploration. But for men seeking non-invasive, nutrition-based support, L-citrulline may offer a thoughtful, low-risk option to explore further. As always, if you're thinking about trying something new, whether a supplement or lifestyle change, it's wise to consult with your doctor, especially if you're already using medication. Every person's health journey is unique, and informed decisions make all the difference. Beyond its potential role in supporting healthy intimacy, L-citrulline offers several other benefits that are worth exploring, especially for older adults who value overall vitality and independence. One area where L-citrulline has shown promise is in physical performance and muscle circulation, because it helps increase nitric oxide production. This amino acid can promote better blood flow to the muscles. This improved circulation may support endurance and recovery, particularly during light exercise or daily activities like walking, gardening, or even climbing stairs. According to a feature in Nutrients Journal 2021, older adults who supplemented with L-citrulline experienced improved muscle oxygenation and reduced fatigue during moderate physical effort. Let's take the example of Linda, age 69, a retired librarian from Oregon. She enjoys taking morning walks in her neighborhood, but often felt winded after just 15 minutes. After adding L-citrulline into her daily routine, mainly through natural foods like watermelon and beans, she noticed she could walk longer without the same level of tiredness. It wasn't a dramatic overnight change, but over time, her stamina gently improved. In addition to muscular support, researchers have also looked at how L-citrulline may contribute to better blood pressure control. A small study published in Hypertension Research found that L-citrulline supplementation was associated with modest reductions in systolic blood pressure, especially in adults with early signs of hypertension. While not a substitute for prescribed treatments, this finding adds to the growing body of evidence suggesting that nutrition can support heart health in meaningful ways. And finally, emerging research is beginning to explore how L-citrulline might help with digestive health and gastrointestinal function. Though more studies are needed, its role in improving circulation could contribute to better nutrient absorption and smoother digestive processes, factors that become increasingly important with age. For those interested in adding L-citrulline to their wellness routine, the most natural approach begins with food. Watermelon, particularly the white rind, is rich in L-citrulline. Legumes such as chickpeas and peas also offer a healthy dose. Simple dietary shifts, combined with regular movement, can gently support circulation and comfort from the inside out. Now that we've seen the potential benefits of L-citrulline, a natural next question is, where can we find it? And how much do we need? Interestingly, one of the richest sources of L-citrulline is watermelon, especially the pale green part of the rind that often gets discarded. While watermelon isn't typically thought of as a functional food, research has shown it to be surprisingly high in this amino acid. Other plant-based sources include chickpeas, lentils, green peas, and even cucumbers, all foods that are easy to find and incorporate into a balanced diet. Consider Harold, a 74-year-old from Florida, who began blending watermelon rind into smoothies a few times a week after reading about its benefits in Men's Health Journal. He combined this with a diet rich in legumes, and after a couple of months, noticed improvements in both stamina and circulation. For him, the shift was simple and sustainable, no drastic changes, just a few mindful additions to his grocery list. As for dosage, while there is no universal standard, some studies have estimated that 1 to 3 grams of L-citrulline per day for 90 days may offer support for mild erectile concerns. For those focused more on physical performance, a higher range of 6 to 8 grams daily has been associated with improvements in blood flow and exercise capacity. These amounts are typically used in supplement form, but food-based sources can still contribute meaningfully over time. If you're thinking about adding L-citrulline-rich foods to your routine, start with small steps, maybe a cup of fresh watermelon with breakfast or a chickpea salad for lunch. Over time, consistent habits often lead to gentle yet noticeable results. As with any health-supporting substance, it's important to approach L-citrulline with a clear understanding of when caution is needed. While many people may find it safe and well tolerated, there are certain situations where its use is not recommended. For example, L-citrulline is not advised for pregnant or nursing women, as its effects in these conditions haven't been fully studied. Similarly, individuals with liver disease should avoid using L-citrulline without medical supervision. Since the liver plays a central role in metabolizing amino acids, adding extra supplementation may place unnecessary strain on an already sensitive system. Moving further, one of the most important considerations involves how L-citrulline interacts with erectile dysfunction medications, such as tadalafil Cialis or sildenafil Viagra. Because both the amino acid and these medications work by enhancing vasodilation, essentially relaxing blood vessels. To improve blood flow, combining them may intensify that effect, sometimes too much. This can lead to a drop in blood pressure, causing symptoms like lightheadedness, dizziness, or in some cases, fainting. Take Samuel, a 68-year-old from Minnesota, who had been taking sildenafil occasionally. After hearing about L-citrulline on a health podcast, he added a supplement to his routine without speaking to his doctor. A few days later, during a walk, he felt unexpectedly dizzy and had to sit down. After a follow-up appointment, his physician explained how the two substances had likely amplified each other's effects. It was a wake-up call that reminded him how even natural compounds deserve the same respect and caution as prescriptions. Medical journals such as Clinical Pharmacology and Therapeutics have also reported on the potential interactions between L-citrulline and PDE5 inhibitors, noting the importance of dosage and timing when they're used together. While the risks may be rare, they're worth understanding, especially for older adults who may already be managing multiple medications. If L-citrulline seems like something you'd like to explore, the best first step is simply to talk with your doctor, especially if you're currently taking heart or circulation-related medications. A short conversation can help tailor your approach and ensure that your wellness choices are both safe and effective. As we reflect on everything we've explored so far, it becomes clear that L-citrulline isn't a magical fix, but it does offer potential support for those experiencing poor circulation or age-related declines in nitric oxide production. This natural amino acid may help in subtle but meaningful ways, especially when it's combined with a healthy lifestyle. The foundation of long-term wellness, especially when it comes to sexual health, is still rooted in daily habits. According to the Harvard Health Letter, a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, legumes, and whole grains, along with regular physical activity, is strongly linked to better blood flow, heart health, and overall energy. These aren't quick wins, they're quiet, powerful choices that build up over time. Meet Thomas, age 66, a retired firefighter from Pennsylvania. After struggling with low energy and confidence, he decided to make some changes. He added more leafy greens and legumes to his meals, walked daily with his dog, and eventually started blending watermelon rind into smoothies. Over a few months, he felt more alive and more like himself again. It wasn't just about one thing, but about choosing to care for his body each day. For anyone interested in natural solutions, there's even more you can explore. If you're looking for a fast, simple, and science-backed method to help improve circulation and support male vitality without the side effects of medication, we've prepared a special bonus resource just for you. This short video walks you through a 100% natural technique, grounded in research, that may help restore confidence and improve performance. It takes just 7 seconds a day, and thousands of men have already shared their stories of success. Of course, anytime you add something new to your wellness plan, even something natural, it's always a good idea to talk with your doctor, especially if you're managing other health conditions or medications. Knowledge and conversation are key to making confident, informed decisions. Thank you for spending this time with us. We hope today's video gave you a clearer, more hopeful perspective on how something as simple as a natural amino acid, combined with small daily habits, can gently support your well-being and vitality. Remember, it's not about chasing quick fixes. It's about building a lifestyle that supports your body, your confidence, and your independence. Even one small step tomorrow, a healthier meal, a short walk, or a conversation with your doctor can begin to move you in the right direction. And if you're still here watching, and you found this helpful, leave a comment with the number 9 below. It's our way of knowing you're part of this journey with us. For more thoughtful tips on senior wellness, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We'll be here each week with new ways to help you live fully, with strength and purpose.